Hello StarCraft fans, this is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between iAsonu and TLO on the Lerilak Crest. In the top right side of the map we have the blue Zerg player, it is TLO from Team Liquid. And in the top left side of the map we have the red Zerg player, it is iAsonu. Alright, so this is our weekly ZVZ, this is also from Katowice 2016. And yes, this is the little one, a fan favorite for many StarCraft 2 fans. And you open up Extractor first. This is fairly common in ZVZ and Legacy of the Void. Extractor into spawning pool, get some pressure on your opponent, hope they open up hatch first, hope you can do a lot of damage, and hope you can actually kill them, because hatch first, as long as they don't lose, beats out Extractor spawning pool first. Whoa, double gas. Oh, okay, just an extractor trick there to get 15 supply out of 14. I was going to say, double gas off of one base and a spawning pool. What is that? I don't know what that is, but iAsonu is going for the hatch first indeed. Is it going to extractor or a spawning pool at all yet? Both players know where the other one is as the overlords give a quick brush by. They act like they don't know each other, but they are totally friends. They're friends from high school. They're just on different teams now. And iAsonu, where is your spawning pool? Okay, so going spawning pool does not wait for the extractor first, which should help him a little bit. You should have some links and queens out to deal with this fairly momentarily. Nurchio is actually a fan of doing this. I'm trying to think of other Zerg players who like to go this early pool play, but we'll add TLO to that list. He's going to try to make this thing work. He has 8 lings on the way and a queen. He's still getting gas out of his extractor, which seems pretty fantastic. And here come the lings. The overlord will be able to scout this maybe about 4 seconds before the lings show up at his base. That's got to be a bad feeling. It is a bad feeling for any Zerg player to open hatch first. Your spawning pool is just finishing, and guess what? Here comes 6 lings. Where are the other 2? There they are. They're scampering behind, a little bit behind here. Not going to be able to force a cancel on this hatch, I don't think. No, iAsonu is going to let that finish. No big deal. The lings come rocking on in. They are trying to get some shots off on that hatchery. Just going to go for the kill instead of trying to go up here and try to kill some drones. Not sure about the decision from TLO. I feel like, I don't know, I guess those defensive lings are coming out now. 4 lings are here. 8 lings versus 4. TLO definitely has an advantage. iAsonu is just basically delaying at this point. Oh, more lings pop out, and more lings pop out too. Okay, so iAsonu making as many lings as he can to hold off this aggression by TLO, and does manage to get rid of him. After taking, I want to say, about 50-60% damage here. 800 out of 1500, yeah. About 60-55% damage on that hatchery. The speedlings come in now. Speedling versus slowling. Speedlings generally have an advantage with run-bys and whatnot. Some banelings mixed in too. Baneling next for iAsonu, about to finish. We're going to go ling baneling here at the 2 minute and 50 second mark. And ZVZ, if you're not paying attention, you are dead. These games happen so fast in Legacy of the Void. So here we go, up the ramp. Lings and banelings. Where have the banelings gone? Or iAsonu, does he have any yet? No, they're just now morphing in, trying to gather the splash damage on the queens. That's not exactly what TLO is going for, I don't think, but the speedlings are here and they're forced to retreat. Reinforcements coming in here too, though. Try to get a surround on these queens. Enough defensive lings here. Some banelings mixed in. They do get the queen. Trying to go up the ramp. They do manage to get up the ramp here into the main mineral line here for iAsonu. He's a full retreat. Some mineral stacking there on his drones. Or drone stacking, rather, on the minerals. And the lings with the speed are still super annoying. iAsonu does not have speed yet. He's not even going for speed at this point. TLO trying to get some shots off, but there are so many Zerglings here for iAsonu. Second base now on the way for TLO, but I'm just not sure he did enough damage there. He killed exactly 0 workers. Both players have lost 14 units to this point. I have to imagine that's banelings and lings for the most part. A queen has died for iAsonu, but that's it. iAsonu, I think, is in a great position here. 40 supply to 27 right now. Lings and banelings. He has his own lings, banelings, and queens. Creep spread pushing out here too. The baneling hits. Unnecessary a little bit there for iAsonu, but you know what? It's really hard to macro or micro that perfectly. So heading on up here are the banelings, and they're just going to hang out. I think at this point, TLO is just going to drone up. He's making some drones. iAsonu making drones of his own. It is currently 26 to 25 harvesters. So at this point, right, so you're thinking, I didn't do enough damage to iAsonu. I'm going to be behind in the economy. He has this space, but really, as far as worker count goes, TLO is actually not that far behind right now. 26 to 25, like I said. Here's the 4 minute mark. So don't, if your first attack as a Zerg player, when you're being aggressive, doesn't succeed immediately, it's not an immediate failure. I mean, yes, the larva production for iAsonu is going to be a lot higher for TLO, but as long as his micro is good, as long as he continues to macro up as he is capable of doing, he should be okay. Just the problem is this total supply right here is 50 to 36. Army supply is 17 to 7 right now for iAsonu, which seems like a problem. I mean, this is a lot of Lings, a lot of Banelings. They could do a lot of damage up here. Only 4 Banelings defending. Oh, Queen comes in, sees exactly what's going on. Banelings do not want to hit. Do not want to hit. Oh, the drone gets the kill. The drone is a predator for killing a Zergling. A very weakened Zergling, but a Zergling nonetheless. A couple Lings just scouting back and forth here. Overlords in the attack paths for each of the players. That's what you want to do in ZVZ as well. Queen with the inject. iAsonu, you can do this thing. There it is. There's the inject. Not going to be more than a couple seconds behind at this level of StarCraft 2. APM over 600 for TLO, over 300 for iAsonu. Absolutely adequate for both players in either case. And, oh, quick pause there. Seems like we're okay. It looks like iAsonu had some lag, but we're back in it to this point here. And where are we with the Banelings? Some Ravagers getting morphed in. Roaches, 5 Roaches on the way for iAsonu. And yeah, both players going for that Ravager type play at this point. Although iAsonu doesn't technically have any Ravagers yet, I have to imagine he'll want some. Pure Roach and CVZ not that good. It seems like Roach Ravager is a better choice there. Oh, some Scouting Lings get right on through. They see not much of anything. I mean, I guess they saw the Roach Warren and a Baneling Nest, but they knew that already. And here comes a Ling attack from 2 angles. Oh, a sneaky reinforcement attack coming from this angle too. Avoiding the Overlords. And are these going to be Banelings? Yes. Okay, so the Lings are keeping the attention of the Overlords here on this north path. Meanwhile, the Banelings are going to try to sneak up along this south path and try to kill some stuff, while TLO's attention is otherwise occupied. And here comes a Roach attack too. So TLO's going to be very, very busy dealing with this frontal assault. Banelings, he doesn't expect the Banelings. He knows about the Roaches. He knows about the Lings. But here come a number of 5 Banelings against 3 Banelings. It's going to be Baneling versus Baneling here. Roaches versus Ravagers. Corrosive Bile being tossed on down. If he can keep Corrosive Biles tossed down on that ramp, it should be enough to hold this off for quite some time. Baneling on Baneling. 2 Banelings kill 5 Banelings. TLO gets the better end of that one. Nice concave here as well from the blue Zerg player. The Ravagers and the Roaches. The extra range on the Ravagers being very useful. And iAsonu is forced to retreat. It's 82 to 80 total supply. TLO has been able to pop back up here. 42 to 44 total supply. He's no longer in that discrepancy and in that deficit that he was before. He has the defender's advantage right here. His reinforcements don't take that long to get here. Plus he has the high ground. Plus he has a nice concave if he wants it. But instead, TLO marching out. Does he take a Corrosive Bile hit? He does. That Roach takes a Corrosive Bile hit right to his head. Right to his face. Evolution Chamber now finishing up for iAsonu. Continuing Roach production, getting +1 missile attack now here at the 7-minute and 27-second mark. Third base on the way for both of these players. Both are about the same percentage complete there. TLO's is a little bit better right now. Trying to knock out these rocks so we can gain an additional attack path into this base. Corrosive Bile tossed down 2, kill an Overlord. Nicely done. That actually supply blocks iAsonu temporarily here. He does have 4 in production, so he's going to pop out of that pretty quickly with no problems at all. Ling again scouting. iAsonu doing a great job with the scouts. Sees the timing, I think, on the lair. I think you might have seen that actually start morphing in, so it is exactly when that was happening. Lair already finished for iAsonu. That's a nice job, actually, by our Chinese player. I believe he's Chinese. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments, but I'm pretty sure iAsonu is from China based on some of the previous footage I saw from him. Ling's going up here. You're going to try to kill my rocks, TLO. I will try to kill your rocks. You're not even scouting this either. Oh no, is he going to notice these rocks are being taken down? I do not know. Corrosive Bile being used across the chasm to try to kill that Overlord. Not quite able to do it, but that's okay. It was worth a shot by TLO. And yes, Scouting Lings come along this backside here. No upgrades for either player right now. And going to pin a couple Lings against these rocks and kill them. A minor victory there for TLO, nothing huge. Overseer comes on too. iAsonu scouting like a madman. He has been scouting consistently throughout this game. He's got into the main base. He's gone into natural bases. We take a look at what we know for both of these players. I mean, it is radically different here. I guess he doesn't know about the lair. Doesn't know about that evolution chamber though. TLO scouting a little bit better than I thought, but still, I believe iAsonu is holding the current lead in that way. Worker count is 55 to 46 in favor of iAsonu. Income is definitely favoring the Red Zerg player in minerals just a little bit, but man, that can snowball out of control real quick in this matchup. Glio Reconstitution now finishing for iAsonu. TLO is working on Glio Reconstitution himself, +1 missile attack, which has been finished, and he's moving into a Spire. So Spire Tech on the way for TLO. And Ravagers again trying to kill an Overseer. Oh, got a couple shots off there. The Overseer turned around to walk through those Corrosive Bile shots, which is not recommended as an Overseer. And here comes a big push from iAsonu, Roach, and Ravager. Can the Spire finish in time? Can the Mutas pop in time? I don't know if they can. This is not looking good. Corrosive Bile not dodged enough by TLO. Overlords are just so slow. They're just so slow. And +1 attack as completed, +2 attack now on the way for iAsonu, and a Spire of his own. Small group of lings running around trying to keep the army occupied for iAsonu. Again, TLO needs time for that Spire to finish. He is saving up some gas and some minerals, maybe to make 7, 4, 5, and I think he's going for about 7 mutas. 6 there, and does he get 7? He does get 7. And here we go, going to knock down these rocks with these +1 roaches and +1 ravagers. 167 to 157 total supply, setting up defense here with a nice concave if he wants it. But the ravagers with corrosive bile can be a bit of an issue there too. The lings have decided not to be aggressive, just holding the Xel'Naga watchtower. Overseer mixing on in to see what's going on. Uses contaminate on the hatchery to actually slow down. Ooh, did he kill his own overlord there? Maybe. Maybe he did. I don't know, but here come the mutas, and nothing really can shoot up at this point. Corrosive bile can be used to hit air units, but it is not recommended. And they do pick off a Ravager very quickly indeed. Another Ravager going to die. Yes, another Ravager dies. Corrosive bile is being thrown down everywhere. We're going to go ahead and zoom out just a little bit here to catch the full breadth of this battle as both players throwing down corrosive biles in defensive and offensive positions. Going to sneak down to this base, try to get in here before TLO can do it, and splitting off some units on the other direction too. Cut off guard. TLO splitting his units excellently to handle this. The mutas from above just raining down fire. 12 mutas in production though for iAsonu. He should be able to deal with the mutas of TLO very, very easily to this point. But the full retreat right now from the red Zerg player all the way back to the safety of his own creep. Can TLO push the issue? I don't know. Roaches, Ravagers here. Again, the mutas on the top are helping immensely with his DPS, trying to snipe down roaches, trying to snipe down Ravagers. Corrosive bile top down. Nobody really wants to stand and engage too long. They're smashing against each other like two, I want to say, two buffalo out in the wild, rams ramming their horns against each other. The muta count way, way higher there for iAsonu, though. Wow, not looking good at all for the mutas for TLO, but it's hard to tell right now who's actually going to win this thing. The red mutas definitely gaining traction. The blue mutas running on out, trying to kill everything that they can, getting a queen there too. An offensive push for TLO. He's actually going to go ahead and take out that hatchery, and he does. Nicely done there by TLO. Everything on the ground is going to die because this muta count is super high, but he got the hatch. He's locked down this base here too. He managed to hold, and that's a GG from TLO. TLO is defeated. iAsonu is victorious, and TLO has left the game. What? Herbert. There's that contaminate. How many? Did he kill a ton of workers there? No, iAsonu killed no workers. Did he just assume the muta count was too much for himself to handle and tap out? It was 18 to 4. So 18 mutas. I don't think TLO had an answer for that. I mean, he might have had time to actually throw down some spore crawlers once he saw those mutas pop, but I don't know. I feel like he's in a pretty good position. He took down this hatch. He knocked all that down too. The income tab shows a 57 to 38 drone discrepancy in favor of TLO. But again, that army supply just, I mean, not army supply necessarily, as we can see, 55 to 44. It was just the number of mutas and the amount of anti-air that TLO had. I feel like he probably could have thrown up some spore crawlers and maybe just played defense for just a little bit, but he decided it wasn't really worth it, and he just tapped out here in that ZVZ. So that's it for me. That's it from TLO. Congratulations to iAsonu on his win today, and that's going to be it. So thank you so much for watching. This has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.